In a turn of events, Yahaya Bello, the former governor of Kogi State, is tired of being on the run after evading arrest with the help of the current governor of Kogi State, Ododo. The EFCC subsequently declared him wanted. Yahaya Bello is now telling the court that he wants to come out of hiding and face his trial. He wants some guarantees though. After his lead counsel, Abu Wahab Mohammed, tried his luck to suspend his trial at the Federal High Court today, he tried to convince the judge, Justice Emeka Nwite, to suspend the trial of Yahaya Bello, which the judge vehemently opposed. He denied his pleas to suspend the trial. This lends credence to the rumor the past few weeks that Yahaya Bello's associates were looking for a way to influence the court to throw away the charges even before the trial starts. So as this one failed, his lead attorney started making a deal with the court. He told the court that his client is just afraid of his safety, that he's not afraid of arraignment in any way, that he just wants guarantees that EFCC will not harm him in any way, that his life has been under threat in Abuja the past few weeks, that if all this can be guaranteed, that his client is willing to give himself up and show up in court in a month's time to face his trial and take his plea. Responding, the judge said that Bello isn't the first governor to be invited by the EFCC, that he believes that the EFCC is a law-abiding agency, and that charges against Bello were mere allegations which will have to be proved in court. So he doesn't see any reason why Yahaya Bello should be on the run. He admonished his lead counsel to advise his client, that's Yahaya Bello, to man up and show up in court and respect the order of the court. Remember that the Abuja High Court ordered the arrest of Yahaya Bello, despite the fact that he got an earlier order stopping his arrest and even prosecution. That order came from Kogi State High Court. Yahaya Bello's lead counsel, seeing that all the excuses he gave the court why Yahaya Bello went underground, why he was running from the EFCC, the court didn't buy any of them. So that's why he resorted to convincing the court that his client is ready to attend the trial and take his plea, because he realizes that Yahaya Bello running from the law is already hurting his reputation before the court. The court will refuse to grant someone like him bail because he has shown that he is a flight risk. Even if the judge eventually grants him bail, it will be stringent conditions. So definitely Yahaya Bello's counsel has realized the mistake of Bello. He's trying to patch up to convince the court to save his reputation, because he knows that when Yahaya Bello is eventually arraigned in court, he will take his plea and the next thing is to argue for his bail. The court might decide to refuse the bail because he's a flight risk. He wouldn't be sure that Yahaya Bello will show up for trial. So Yahaya Bello has complicated his issues. He's in a deeper mess. All this talk of safety for his life, someone that is protected by the police, he has bodyguards, he has police escorts who will harm him with all the bodyguards guarding him. So he doesn't hold any water. All these point to one fact, that he is guilty. Yes, they say that clear conscience fears no accusation. If he is not guilty, why is he on the run? Or maybe his ego got the better of him, he was feeling too big. Why will Yahaya Bello, a whole former governor, be subjected to humiliation or arrest? And journalists will photograph it. Tomorrow, it will be plastered in all major newspapers, social media, everywhere. So he couldn't just handle the humiliation. Besides, the EFCC chairman said that he granted him a safe passageway into his office where no one will photograph him. So being afraid that his photograph will appear on national newspapers and be plastered on social media, it doesn't arise. He said that he gave him that passageway to save his face, that he planned to bring agents to come and question him in his own office. All this, the man still refused to show up. Meanwhile, the man that saved Yahaya Bello from humiliation and arrest in Abuja a few weeks ago, that's talking about the current governor of Kogi State, Usman Ododo. He's celebrating the 1 year in office like many other governors, but there are interesting things he's counting as achievements. This is funny and shameful at the same time. Imagine counting meetings as achievements of the governor within 1 year. counting things like announcement of the first set of appointments on his first day in office, homecoming of His Excellency to a grand reception in Okene, screening, swearing in of new commissioners and senior aides to the governor. Why can a governor be counting all these as achievements? He's simply doing his job as governor of Kogi State. How can he turn around and count appointments, people he appointed to help him do the job perfectly? He now turns around and counts appointments as part of his achievements. Even a meeting is being counted as an achievement. Imagine mentioning participation in the meeting of Progressive Governors Forum in Abuja. Is this a joke? What has this got to do with governance in Kogi State? How did this meeting impact on the lives of Kogi people? This is what counts. This is what governance is all about. Another funny one, meeting with the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu. What is going on here? Even if they can't find anything to include as part of their achievements, why not just list the ones he has done? It's very simple. Yes, there are real achievements he included, like distribution of 105 operational vehicles and 42 motorcycles to vigilante services for community policing. This one is commendable. He should have just listed projects, even if there are few, the ones that people can see, not including meetings, going to governors' forum meetings and all that. It has nothing to do with Kogi State people. They should focus on what will affect the lives of their people, what will change their lives. We all know what happened just yesterday. Bandits invaded a university, that's Confluence University in Kogi State. If there was security, it shouldn't have happened. And the same governor came out to say that he sent the vigilante group to chase the bandits. There's no security, and he's now saying that he's sending hunters. Can they match the firepower of the bandits? These are the issues. All this money they're wasting on politics, going to one meeting and the other, that doesn't have any impact. Why not invest that money in securing the state? At least let there be security. Apart from buying operational vehicles, they can also invest in drones. Using drones, they can track and see where they are so that they can make measured intervention. There are capable drones they can invest in and make sure that they use that to secure their state. If these people know that they are being tracked, that they are seeing all their operations from the air, they wouldn't dare. Part of the motivation of criminals is the fact that they know they will go to operation, do whatever they want, and go home unchallenged. Nobody will put up any opposition. But if they know that since the past year or 2 years ago that no one has gone on this kind of mission and returned home alive, they will think twice before going on any type of operation to go and harm citizens. That's how it works. Security is not just about doing anything. It is also a psychological warfare. You try to create that psychological impact that criminals know that you guys are very efficient, that you will never let go, that you will put up a chase, even if it takes 2 weeks, constant being on the chase. Wherever they are, you must catch them. Nobody will dare. But in a situation where security agents are underfunded, they are also not even interested because they are not being paid well enough. So they don't care if anything is happening, they don't give a chase. Most times they give a chase, it is already late. The people have already finished what they are doing. It's been many hours they left the scene. So you can't catch them in that way. And when they kidnap people, they will take them to the forest and now start demanding ransom payments. Like the one in the north recently, they are demanding 500 million naira. In conclusion, to whom much is given, much is expected. If someone says he wants to be a governor, he campaigned and won the election, the so-called win in Nigerian situation, that person must try to do his best. Give your best. Not everything is politics. Not driving around the state and everywhere is just dusty, no plan. Everything is the same thing. They just sit there and be doing nothing, wasting everyone's time, and at the end of the month, they will just pay salaries and life goes on. That's if they eventually pay, because most of them don't pay salaries at the end of the month. So we must get it right for Nigeria to work for everyone. Thanks for watching.